طيب بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. So we are going to hopefully finish Mahmooz today so that next week we can start Misal. All right, so we had done a little bit of introduction. We had done small families. So let me just take you through what we had done. So we had done أذن يأذن. We had done أكل يأكل نصر ينصر. We had done أبد يأبد ضرب يضرب. Now today inshallah we'll start off with سأل, and hopefully we can also do mazid fihi, which is the big families. Family 3, family 4, family 8. Remember, we are only doing the sarf of those families that are affected. So if you go back, you realize that from family 1 to 10, only family 1, 3, 4, and 8 are affected. We're not going to do family 2 because it's normal. We're not going to do family 5 because it's normal. We're not going to do family 6 because it's normal. Okay, and family 10 also because it's normal. 9 and 7 don't exist. Mahmooz for 9 and 7 don't exist. So that's just a recap. Who remembers what is the one thing you need to know about Mahmooz? The one thing that you just need to know. If you know that, then you're good. Nobody remembers.
What was the question? Sorry.
What is the one thing that we need to know about Mahmooz? About Hamza? That if we know that, good.
It doesn't like hiccups.
Yes, he doesn't like hiccups. So every time, you know, two Hamzas meet, there's a hiccup situation, and so you have to smooth it out, get rid of the hiccup. So the idea about Mahmooz basically is just getting rid of the hiccup. Whether it's two Hamzas meeting and there's a hiccup, or whether there's the Hamza is going into the Iqtaraba family number 8, and then you have a Shadda. So whatever situation, we're just trying to get rid of the hiccup. So that's what we need to remember about Mahmooz. Very, very important thing. Once you remember that, then Mahmooz is very easy for you. So today we start off with, we did this, we did that. So today we go to Sa'ala Yas'alu, which is Mahmooz al-Ain. Mahmooz in the middle. Okay? This happens in family 1. You have also it happening in family 6, but it's normal. تساءل يتساءل تساؤلا. It's normal. So we don't really need to look at it. So we're just going to look at سأل يسأل because there's something small that happens in this family. Again, very, very small, very minor when it comes to the Amr. And that's just about it. Okay, so who wants to participate? If you want to participate, please raise your hand so that I can know who's doing what. Okay, so it looks like it's just you, Ralin. So we'll help each other, me and you. Okay.
So I start with the Madi Maklum.
Yes.
Okay. Huwa sa'ala. Hum. Huwa sa'ala. Huma sa'ala. Hum sa'alu. Hiya sa'alat. Huma sa'alata. Hunna sa'alna. Anta sa'alta. Antuma sa'altuma. Antum sa'altum. Anti sa'alti. Antuma sa'altuma. Antunna sa'altunna. Ana sa'altu. Nahnu sa'alna.
Yes. Beautiful. So you see, nothing happened in the Madi. It was pretty much normal. So that just I can't type and listen at the same time, so that's my weakness, unfortunately. But we'll just have to do. We have Fahima as well. So Fahima, you can do the Madi Majhul.
Sa'ala su'ila, right?
Yes, Su'ila.
Huwa su'ila, huma su'ila, hum su'ilu, hiya su'ilat, huma su'ilata, hunna su'ilna, anta su'ilta, antuma su'iltuma, antum su'iltum, أنت سئلتي، أنتما سئلتما، أنتن سئلتن، أنا سئلت، نحن سئلنا.
Beautiful. So you see in the Madi, nothing is really happening. Okay, so we haven't encountered any hiccups or any strange thing. So that's just in the Madi. So let's go to Mudari'. We'll go back to Ralin.
Okay. هو يسأل، هما يسألان، هم يسألون، هي تسأل، هما تسألان، هن يسألن، أنت تسأل، أنتما تسألان، أنتم تسألون، أنت تسألين، أنتما تسألان، أنتن تسألن، أنا تسأل، نحن نسأل.
Beautiful. So again, nothing happened there. Really pretty normal, right? So yeah. So we'll just keep on going. Fahima, you can do the majhul. I don't know if Fahima is there. Fahima, are you there? Okay, maybe when she comes back, she will join us. Rally, you can continue.
Okay. So it will be yus'ala,
Use
right? Yus'alu.
Yes.
Okay. Huwa yus'alu, huma yus'alani, hum yus'aluna, hiya tus'alu, huma tus'alani, hunna yus'alna, anta tus'alu, antuma tus'alani, antum tus'aluna, anti tus'alina, antuma tus'alani, antunna tus'alna, ana us'alu, nahnu nus'alu.
Again, pretty normal. Nothing has happened yet. So you see, even I've tried to color code it like, you know, there's nothing. It's all black. So now let's come to the Amr a little bit. Okay? Go on, run it.
Okay. So anta would be is'al or sal.
Yes. So you can do the is'al first and then you can do the sal.
Okay. Is'al, is'ala, is'alu, is'ali, is'ala, is'alna.
Beautiful.
The next one will be sal, sala, salu, sali, sala, salna.
Yeah. So the only thing that is happening in Mahmooz al-Ain is when it comes to the Amr. And that only when you have the second version like sal, sala, salu, sali, sala, salna. Only that. That is the only change that is happening in Mahmooz. So Mahmooz is pretty easy. All you have to do is figure out where the hiccups are and smooth it out. And as you can see, it doesn't happen everywhere. It only happens in one or two places, like in the Amr. We've seen there, that's when it happens. Okay. Fahima, I don't know if you're back. Oh, I think okay. She lowered her hand. Okay, it's fine. So,
okay, I'll continue. Okay. Ism fa'il will be sa'ilun. Ism maf'ul mas'ulun. Zarf mas'ulun, mas'ulan.
So what is the darf? Think about this is which family? Sa'ala yas'alu. This is fataha yaftahu. Maftahun.
Maftahun, maftihun, wa maftahatun. So mas'alun, mas'ilun, mas'alatun.
Beautiful.
I'm not sure what the master.
Master. So sa'ala yas'alu. What is a question? What is the Arabic word for a question?
سؤالا.
Yeah, su'alan. That will be the master. Right? So you see su'alan doesn't really match with, like, obviously the thing with masters of family one is that they're so different. And there are several of them. So you can have several masters in one particular family. So that's just what you need to know. But the thing about sa'ala is, did we do this already? What do I have? Sa'ala again here. Okay, I don't know, something is. Okay, something was wrong with my screen. Anyway, yeah, so that's about sa'ala. Basically, you've seen only the amr, and only when it comes to the sal version of it. Is'al is pretty normal. Is'ala, is'alu, pretty normal. So it's only the sal that has something to watch out for. Then now we start mazid fihi. Let's look at mazid fihi. This is big families now. And like we mentioned, in big families, only 3 families are affected. We have Jahada family, family number 3. We have Aslama family, family number 4, and we have Iqtaraba family, family number 8. So in big families, only those 3 are affected, and those are the only ones that we're going to look at. And in Jahada family, actually, it's not so much as something is happening, but just how you write it. So instead of, and sometimes even in the Quran, you would see them writing it like this. So let me just, so you'd actually see them writing like that. Yeah, like that. So that also happens. So it's just writing, basically. Nothing, there's no hiccups, there's nothing. It's just the way you write it with a mud. So that's just something to watch out for. Okay. Again, I think we have Fahima as well. So Fahima, you can take the first one. ماضي معلوم.
Okay. هو أخذ. Sorry. أخذ will be أخذ.
Yes, أخذ.
هو أخذ. هما أخذا. هم أخذوا. هي أخذت. هما أخذتا. هن أخذنا.
هن.
أنت أخذنا. أخذنا.
Yes.
أخذنا. أنت أخذت. أنتما أخذتما. أنتم أخذتم. أنت أخذتي. أنتما أخذتما. أنتن أخذتن. أنا أخذت. نحن أخذنا.
أنا
أخذت.
أخذوا. أنا.
sorry. أخذوا. No. أخذ. It's أخذت.
Yes.
أخذت.
نحن
أخذ.
Yes. It's ماضي.
نحن أخذنا.
Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Ralin, you can do the majhul.
Okay, it will be أوخذ. هو أوخذ. هما أوخذا. هم أوخذوا. هي أوخذت. هما أوخذتا. هن أوخذن. أنت أوخذت. أنتما أوخذتما. أنتم أوخذتم. أنت أوخذتِ. أنتما أوخذتما. أنتن أوخذتن. أنا أوخذت. نحن أوخذنا.
Beautiful. All right. So let's go to Afroz. You can do the مضارع معلوم.
So, yes. مضارع is يؤاخذ, right?
Yes, يؤاخذ.
هو يؤاخذ. هما يؤاخذان. هم يؤاخذون. هي تؤاخذ. هما تؤاخذان. هن يؤاخذن. أنت تؤاخذ. أنتما تؤاخذان. أنتم تؤاخذون. أنت تؤاخذين. أنتما تؤاخذان. أنتن تؤاخذن. أنا أؤاخذ. نحن نؤاخذ.
Beautiful, Hidan. See, there's really no irregularities much in this Mahmooz thing. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. All right, let's go to مضارع مجهول. We have Shahrukh. Or, okay, so Shahrukh dropped. So we go back to Ralin.
Okay. هو أخذ يؤاخذ. هو يؤاخذ. هما يؤاخذان.
Are you doing معلوم or مجهول? Where are you?
Oh, مجهول.
مجهول, okay.
Okay. So wait. جوهد يجاهد. يؤاخذ.
There we go.
هو يؤاخذ. هما يؤاخذان. هم يؤاخذون. هي تؤاخذ. هما تؤاخذان. هن تؤاخذن. يؤاخذن. أنت تؤاخذ. أنتما تؤاخذ.
تؤاخذ.
sorry. تؤاخذ. أنتما تؤاخذان. أنتم تؤاخذون. أنت تؤاخذين
Mm-hmm.
أنتما تؤاخذان أنتن تؤاخذن أنا أنا آخذ
And so it's like this. U
أ-
and then a. What's happening?
أؤاخذ
Yes.
أنا أؤاخذ نحن نؤاخذن
نحن
نحن نجاهد نؤاخذ
Yes. نؤاخذ. Okay, great. Beautiful. Then we have Fahima. You can do the Amr.
Okay, so أنت خذ
And no.
خذا
So it's what is the مضارع? Think about the مضارع.
أخذ يؤاخذ.
Uh-huh. So now get rid of the,
So-
make it jazm, get rid of the ya.
Yeah, so it's أخذ
يؤاخذ.
أخذ
So the
yeah
مضارع.
يؤاخذ
Uh-huh.
يؤاخذ becomes تؤاخذ. We get rid of tu and we put jazm also.
Uh-huh.
So آخذ
Okay, let me write it.
آخذ.
Let me write it for you. So يؤاخذ.
يؤاخذ. It's
يؤاخذ. We get rid of the ya. We make it jazm.
and so it becomes آخذ. I'm sorry.
Yes. آخذ.
Ah.
Oh, you didn't write
أنت
it.
آخذ
Yeah.
أنتما آخذا أنتم آخذو then أنت آخذي أنتما آخذا
Oops.
أنتن آخذنا.
Sorry, I don't know what happened to my screen. Let me just go back there. Okay. What did you say for أنتن?
أنتن آخذنا.
Okay, good. كنا أخذنا. Yeah, so that's basically the Amr. So you get the مضارع and just change it to the Amr. The Ism pretty much standard for the Jahada family. So who do we have next? I think we have Afroz. Afroz, you can do the Isms.
Yes. آخذ
So no, the Ism Fa'il for family 3. So think Jahada. Think Mujahidun.
جاهد جهادا مجاهد فهو جاهد
فهو
آخذ
family 3.
جاهد
Jahada. Say it to me. Jahada.
جاهد يجاهد جهادا ومجاهدة فهو مجاهد
There we go. So it will be mu'akhidun. Perfect. What about the isim maf'ul?
مؤاخذ
Beautiful. The ظرف?
ظرف
ظرف is the
same
same
as the مفعول same as مفعول مؤاخذ
yes. And then the masdar?
جهادا
Yes.
جهادا فاضل
So it's gonna be إيخاذا.
فاضل
Yeah. So that's the only part you actually get some change in this family. Because it was supposed to be it was going to be إيخاذا because jihadan إيخاذا, and then the Arabs are like is not allowed, so we have إيخاذا. You smooth it out, إيخاذا. ومؤاخذة. So that's the master. Okay. Is that clear? آخذ يؤاخذ. So let me just remind you of some of the tricks that I normally use myself. So when it comes to isim fa'il, when it comes to isms in the big families, all the isms have a meme on it, except the masdar. But every other ism in the big families has a meme. Isim fa'il starts with a ma. Muslimun starts mujahidun, muqtaribun, munqalibun, mustaghfirun. You hear the ma? So all the isim fa'ils and all the isim maf'uls and all the dharfs, they have a meme. Okay? So that's just something to have at the back of your mind. But then when you come to the small families, the isim fa'il matches or rhymes with fa'ilun. And the isim maf'ul matches with maf'ulun. So that's just something to, a small reminder of what we did about how to identify the different sayghas, these different family members. Okay. So let's go to now amana. This is family 4. So amana yu'minu. So this one has, I think, the most irregularities, just the hamzas, because this is where the hamzas, actually 2 hamzas come together. So you see all the red. Basically, I've tried to color code it. So all the red is basically where the changes happen. Okay, so you just have to be aware of that. Inshallah, maybe later on I will type in the answers and we can have that. So let's go back to Rylan.
هو آمنوا هما
أسلم.
sorry هو آمنا هما آمنا هم آمنوا هي آمنت هما آمنتا هن آمنا أنت آمنت أنتما آمنتما أنتم آمنتم أنت آمنتِ أنتما آمنتما أنتن آمنتن أنا آمنت نحن آمنا
آمنا.
آمنا.
Yeah, so you have to make sure that you distinguish between nahnu and hunna. So hunna is
okay.
amanna and nahnu is amanna.
Amanna. Okay, so there will be shadda and alif at the end.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly. Let me just, I can type that. Yeah, so it's going to be something like that. So you see everywhere here, we've prolonged the beginning. So there's been a madda everywhere. If I'd written it down, you probably see it, but I'm just so slow at typing. But I think you had it throughout. Yeah. And then let's have Fahima do the next.
أؤمن
Mm-hmm.
هو أؤمن هما أؤمنا هم أؤمنوا هي أؤمنت هما أؤمنتا هن أؤمنا أنت أؤمنت أنتما أؤمنتما أنتم أؤمنتم أنت أؤمنتِ أنتما أؤمنتما أنتن أؤمنتن أنا أؤمنت نحن أؤمنا.
Yes, exactly. So I'm just gonna type this and this to differentiate those ones. All right, great. And then we have, let's see who we have here, Afroz and then Maimuna. So Afroz, you can do the mudari' ma'lum. So amana yu'minu.
يؤمن هو يؤمن هما يؤمنان هم يؤمنون هي تؤمن هما تؤمنان هن يؤمنن أنت تؤمن أنتما تؤمنان أنتم تؤمنون أنت تؤمنين أنتما تؤمنان أنتن تؤمنن أنا أؤمن نحن نؤمن.
Beautiful. And then we have Maimuna. You can do the mudari' majhul.
So هو يؤمن أسلم يسلم يؤمن.
Yes, beautiful.
هما يؤمنان هم يؤمنون هي تؤمن هما تؤمنان هن يؤمن أنت تؤمن أنتما تؤمنان أنتم تؤمنون أنت تؤمنين أنتما تؤمنان أنتن تؤمن أنا
Move it out.
أؤمن أنا أؤمن.
So you've been doing fatha. هو يؤمن يؤمنان
Yes.
يؤمنون.
Yes.
So أنا
آمنوا. أؤمنوا.
Yes.
أنا نؤمن نحن نؤمن.
Yes. Yeah, beautiful. So then we go to Amr. So let's go back to Raleigh.
Okay. The Amar would be Amin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Amin, Amina, Aminu, Amini, Amina, Aminna.
Yes. And then and Fahima, you can do the asma.
Sister Ella, amana yu'minu, right?
Yes.
Amana yu'minu. So we remove ya. So u'minu we'll have, right?
Yeah.
And then we put extra alif there.
So let's do that. So yu'minu.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little confusable.
Yu'minu. Okay, then it becomes yu'min with a ba. And then so we have hamza at the beginning with a sukun. And then you have min, you can't pronounce. So what you do is you have a kasra. But here, remember we said that when it comes to Aslama family in the group, Aslama family is an exception. This is where the only place where you actually use a instead of e. So normally when you bring the hamzatul wasl, you don't. Oops, what happened? You don't bring a kasra. You don't say e. You actually bring a. I don't know what's happening on my screen. Okay, so you bring a, and then you have a hamza. Oh God, I don't know what's happening. I can't write nicely. So you have min. But of course, because of the previous letter has a fatha on it, the hamza will have to sit on an alif. So you have a'min. And that a'min, remember that's a hiccup sound. We don't want it, so we smooth it out. And then it becomes amin. So this is an exception with Aslama family where when you bring the hamzatul wasl, you actually don't say i'min. You don't say i'min. In the other families, all the other families, when you bring the helper alif, you say e, right? It's there.
Yeah, I forgot that.
But this one,
thank you so much.
Yeah, you say
Amin.
like aslim. Yeah.
Okay. So the ism file is amana yu'minu imanan fahuwa mu'minun. Ism file is mu'minun. Ism maf'ul is mu'manun.
Yes.
Zarf is mu'manun.
Yes.
And masdar is imanan.
Yeah, that's basically it. So you see in the masdar, we smoothed it out also. We said, so you see, that's why I color coded it here. So the rest is just fine. Actually, no. Actually, all less. So you have amin. No, it's fine. So you have mu'minun. Mu'manun is fine. Mu'manun is fine. But then the masdar, imanan. It was supposed to be imanan. But then we smoothed it out and it became imanan. Right? Any questions on aslama? So you see aslama, I mean, there's a lot of red actually that happened. The whole of Madi basically was red. Mudari', nothing happened. And then you have Amr. And then you have the masdar. Okay. So now let's go to family 8. That's the last family that has Mahmooz. So who's this? I think it's Afroz. Afroz, you can start.
It's
Yeah,
mine.
your turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
اتخذ هو اتخذ هما اتخذا اتخذوا هي اتخذت هما اتخذتا هن اتخذنا أنت اتخذت أنتما اتخذتما أنتم اتخذتم أنت اتخذتي أنتما اتخذتما أنتن اتخذتن أنا اتخذت نحن اتخذنا.
Yes. Good. Then we go back to Ralim. Madi Majhul.
So it would be this family
8.
Okay. Uttukhiza.
Yes.
Huwa uttukhiza. Huma uttukhiza. Hum uttukhizu. Hiya uttukhizat. Huma uttukhizata. Hunna uttukhizna. Anta uttukhizta. Antuma uttukhiztuma. Antum uttukhiztum. Anti uttukhizti. Antuma uttukhiztuma. Antunna uttukhiztunna. أنا اتخذت نحن اتخذنا.
Exactly. So you see, when the shadda comes in, it kind of just stays. The hamza doesn't go away when it comes in. You see all this is all red. Okay, that means the shadda is just there. Okay. So then we have Fahima. You can do مضارع معلوم.
Okay. اتخذ يتخذ. So يتخذان يتخذون يتخذون تتخذان يتخذن تتخذان تتخذون تتخذين تتخذان تتخذن اتخذ نتخذ.
So أنتن.
تتخذن.
أنتن. Oh yes, تتخذن. You're right. Sorry, I was in my mind. I'm thinking hun, and it's actually أنتن. You're right. Yeah. أنا.
اتخذنا نتخذنا.
Yes. أتخذ.
اتخذ نتخذ. I'm sorry. اتخذ نتخذ.
Yeah.
اتخذ يتخذ. Yeah.
Okay. All right. You confused me, and then I confused you. And it's fine. This is Sarf. It does this, you know. Alhamdulillah. Okay, and then we have مفروض مضارع مجهول.
Yes. مضارع مجهول. اتخذ يتخذ. So it will be يتخذ.
You,
يتخذ, right?
but مجهول. So you're looking for you are.
يتخذ.
Yes.
هو يتخذ. هما يتخذان. هم يتخذون. هي تتخذ. هما تتخذان. هن يتخذن. أنت تتخذت. أنتما تتخذتما. أنتما تتخذ.
Okay, so let's go back to أنت.
أنت تتخذ.
تتخذ.
تتخذ. أنتما تتخذان. أنتم تتخذون. أنت تتخذين. أنتما تتخذان. أنتن تتخذن. أنا أتخذ. نحن نتخذ.
All right, that's it. Yeah, I know with the majhools it's a lot. It's a bit difficult. You have to, try a little bit of things, but inshallah, you see how it's just with family 8 is just the shadda. And once you actually get this shadda business, when we come to mithal, you'd actually see how this will also happen again, this business of shadda in the same family. Okay, so that's just something to keep an eye on. Let's have Raleigh finish this off. So with the amr.
So yeah, might be اتخذ. اتخذ. اتخذا. اتخذوا. اتخذي. اتخذا. اتخذنا.
Yes. So that's basically the amr. So the shadda stayed everywhere, and that's the thing. Then we have Fahima. You can do the isim, the asmas.
Okay. اتخذ يتخذ اتخاذا. اتخاذا. اتخاذا.
Yeah,
اتخاذا.
Yeah.
أنا اتخذ يتخذ اتخاذا. Am I correct?
Yes.
Seems like everything same.
Yes, you're right. اتخاذا. All right, I can just put it. Yeah, you can have the alif there.
متخذ.
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 Yeah, that's basically it. So متخذ. متخذ.
متخذ.
Yeah. No, متخذ. Yeah, and then of course this is متخذ. And that's basically Mahmooz, guys. We're done with Mahmooz. There's no more to that. Okay, so just maybe to refresh a memory, it's very basic, simple. It doesn't have a lot of complication. Once you understand basic stuff, you just know where the hiccups are, and once you figure out the hiccups, you smooth it out. So becomes I becomes E, and becomes A. That's it. Basically, if you know and how to smooth it out, that's Mahmooz for you. And then, of course, you just remember Iqtaraba family number 8, there's a shadda everywhere. There's a shadda everywhere. It doesn't go away. That's it. That's Mahmooz, guys. Wasn't that easy? Honestly. Like, this is the easiest
Alhamdulillah.
irregularity.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. So this was pretty
And
easy.
you made it easy also, Sister Ilham. Jazakallah khair.
Alhamdulillah. I tried. I mean, I hope you can understand my methodology, because when we get to Naqis, this is going to come in handy. Let me just, the screen is misbehaving, so I'm just gonna try and fix that. Yeah. So
Sister Ilham, I just want to ask one thing. This Isam file and Isam Maful will have all these 3 status, right? And the feminine version as well. Isam file like Muslimun, Musliman, Musliman, Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin.
yes,
Isam file and Isam Maful. Isam
Yes.
file and Isam Maful will have.
yeah, it will have
Even the
the
but not the
Muslimun chat.
zarf, right?
No. The verbs. I'm trying
For
to
the
remember.
masters, right?
Masters, you get atun atin.
Mm.
So you only get the Muslimatun chat. You don't get the
Oh.
the plural basically is not Muslimuna. You don't say Muslimuna for the master. You use atun atin. So for example, if we were to do Islaman, no. So it would be Islaman. I don't know. So masters normally don't take plurals as such, but if you're going to give it a plural, it's going to have the atun atin. Islam is not
Okay.
probably the best example to give. I'm trying to think of an example. I can't. But that's basically the thing. But isim fa'il and isim maf'ul, you will do the entire Muslimun, Muslimatun chat. Yeah. Yeah, so masdar is basically genderless, but if you're going to do plural, you would use the atun atin chat. Yeah.
Like, can we take this amana, yuminu, imanan? So imanan, imanin, imanun.
Yes, you do that. Yeah. you
And
can
the
do that.
dual as well? Dual.
Yeah, but then I mean, using that in the duo and in the plural version, it's very rare, especially for masters. But if a situation happens that you can be able to use it, then you can be able to use it. There's an example somebody gave in one of the groups, but something about explosion. I have to find it. I don't exactly remember, but when I get it, maybe I'll share it in the group, inshallah.
Inshallah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, so that's basically it. Any other questions on Hamza or anything else that we have covered? Or anything that you want me to remind? Because we have quite a bit of time and I don't want to introduce a new topic in this short time. I feel like we need a special day for that, for a new irregularity. Okay, so I hope this, what are they called? When does the Hamza sit on a weak vowel? Okay, so when does the Hamza sit on a weak vowel? That is basically waw and ya. So it depends with what comes before it. So for example, if you have a fatha before it, or something like that, so the next, the Hamza is going to sit, again, it depends with the haraka on the Hamza. So don't know what example. So let's say, okay, so let's take the example of amana. We'll use aslama family. Okay, so we have, this is our jadid. This is how it's supposed to look like. So aslama, the hamza has a sukoon. The hamza has a sukoon. Today it's really misbehaving, my screen. Doesn't want me to type. Okay, doesn't want me to write. So you have, or let me pull out a Word document. Be easier to do on Word. Sometimes it's not just misbehave. Okay. So we have mana. Okay, so that's aslama. So there's a sukoon on the hamza, and the letter before it has a fatha. So we look at which one is stronger? Is fatha stronger or sukun stronger? Which one is stronger?
Fatha.
Fatha is stronger. Remember we said it's kasra, then dhamma, then fatha, then sukun. That is the order. So fatha is stronger. So because fatha is stronger, the hamza is going to sit on an alif. So you will have something like this. But since we have that hiccup situation, those two hamzas merge, and then we have that happening. So that's basically an example. So for example, umina, you have a hamza with a dhamma, and then you have a hamza with a sukun. So it was supposed to be mina, right? Mina. So because there's a dhamma before it, and the hamza has a sukun, sukun is weaker, dhamma is stronger. See, dhamma is above sukun. So it's going to sit on a waw. So it was going to be like this. Hamza with a sukun there, then mina, like that. But then we don't like so we're going to smooth that out. So it's going to be just mina. We get rid of the hamza basically and becomes mina. Okay. What other example can we give? I want an imanan. Okay. So imanan, we have, it was manan, like that. And then there's a kasra before it. Hamza has a sukun. Sukun is always going to be the weakest. So kasra is stronger. See, kasra is the strongest than a hamza. So what we're going to have is we're going to have it sitting on a ya. So you have manan, like that. So then you have a hiccup situation. So that's why we have manan. So the hamza turns into a ya. So that's kind of like what happens. So we've covered that. And then you have a situation, maybe for example, the hamza has a kasra, and the letter before it has a maybe fatha. I don't know. So let's look at that example. You have a fatha, and you have a hamza with a kasra. So see, kasra is stronger than a fatha. So that means that the hamza is going to sit on a ya. Okay. I don't know. It's a bit of understanding. So it's gonna be a something, a e, whatever. It's gonna sit on a ya. I don't know if I made it complicated or if I clarified out for you. I know Brother Aziz is particular. He did this session, but he was like, not to share it. So that's kind of where I got stuck. But I have some other, by the way, I'll share them with you guys. I'll look for that PDF. There's a very nice PDF that was done that explains this stuff very, very well. I think I'll share that with you so that this becomes clear, inshallah. All right. Any other questions? Okay. I think we're pretty good today. Alhamdulillah. So let me just give you a brief of what to look forward to next week. So next week, inshallah, we'll start with mithal. Just something to think about. This is going to be a story of disgusting sounds. We don't like them, so we don't make them. Okay. So you're going to have to think about disgusting sounds, these ones, and you don't have to make them. That's what we're going to think about. So Mahmooz is all about the hiccups. Mithal is all about disgusting sounds, and we'll see what else is there as we move forward. It's really not a lot, and again, I've color coded it for you, so you will see the greens. This is where irregularities happen. Whatever I've not color, whatever is plain, that means it's just pretty normal, and you can see it's not really a lot. But yeah, when we get to naqis, that's where you see all the irregularities. Like, let me just show you something to look for. See, everywhere is green. Like, it affects every family, except of course family 9, which is kind of the colors family. But naqis, and that's why naqis is actually hard, because it affects every single family, every single one. So you see all this. Yeah, something to just look forward to, inshallah. And by the way, I would like feedback because this is a new method that I'm trying to teach Sarf. I've never taught it like this before. So if you have any feedback, you can please let me know. You can send me in my in the message, or you can post it in the group, whichever is easier for you, and just let me know what is working, what is not working, Is this making it any easier? Are the stories helping? Can you be able to think, okay, Hamza, can you be able to relate Hamza and Alif, you know, because of the story or things like that? I would really appreciate that feedback. All right. Other than that, I think I'll stop the recording, and if there's anything else, we can discuss. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك.